I'm live streaming on the day before Thanksgiving, otherwise known as the least traffic-filled day in the Boston area. Yep. You know, a bunch of people uh, look at, like, say, The Walking Dead and all that and see these abandoned communities. It's a little bit like that, heading to work on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. It's like, where is everybody? Did I wake up in a dream world? No, everyone else is just in the doing stuff. But I'm here because I want to be. This is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to kick things off in just a second once I make sure. Looks like I'm streaming good on Twitch. And, looks like I'm good on YouTube as well. So, why don't we get going? Hello and welcome to the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream, Wednesday before Thanksgiving edition, here on twitch.tv/DidioStream and youtube.com/DungeonsandDragons/live. Thanks for being here. Hope you're having fun. I am Didio Community Manager Cordovan, and I am live on Cannith. And we're going to be running Temple of Elemental Evil today. Level 7 Druid. Should be a pretty good time. We have room for one more. So, if you would like to get in, take a look, send me an invite. Actually, there we go. Looks like we just got it done. I spoke too soon. Hey, Titan, I'll take care of Slack after I'm done with the live stream here. You like the mustache? I don't hear that too often. By the way, by the time next week hits, I'm going to be clean shaven again. For Movember will be a thing of the past. And I'm going to be regrowing the whole beard thing. I did want to thank everyone, though, who's donated to me this Movember. We do have some more time to get in, so if you want to get in on one of the incentives and support a great cause, you can find my page at mobro.co/Jerry Snook. If you'd rather donate not to me but to Team Turbine, it all goes into the same pool. Doesn't matter to me. You can find a link to that as well. The URL's a little more complex. It doesn't roll off the tongue as well, so I'm going to let you link to it there. I'll be doing incentive work probably starting next Tuesday-ish. It'll probably take me about a week to get everything figured out and all the stuff distributed, so have some patience with me. By the way, if you do donate, just a quick reminder to send me a PM through the DDO forums, or include like a forum name in your message to me so that I actually know who you are, so I can help distribute that stuff. I know we're actually close to 5K. Yesterday I put out an incentive of, hey, if we hit 4,000, this would be the awesome thing that I'd do. And minutes later, we had a super generous donor who just did some amazing work there and made a big healthy donation to me. And so we killed it within like a minute. So there we go. Alright, why don't we kick things off here? We're going to be running Temple of Elemental Evil on Heroic. Do you guys have a preferred difficulty? Oh, also, Shoemaker is doing that as well. Let me throw out his URL. It's mobro.co/technical13. Technical13. All those donations will also go to the DDO team as Team Turbine as well, for he is a member, and that will include toward the incentives and that as well. Yeti beard. You know, I've considered doing the Grizzly Adams thing, where you just sort of let it all go and just sort of get all fuzzy, but I don't know. I don't know if I could really pull it off. I mean, part of the reason I do the beard thing is it helps define my face, because I got, you know, a bit of a large neck, double chin thing. I just got what I'm born with, man. So what do you guys got going on? Any special plans for Thanksgiving? I know this is a great time to be playing DDO. We just kicked off all of our bonuses. Geez, what, about an hour or so ago, and that includes plus 5% VIP XPs for your VIP players out there. Additionally, we'd say DDO Buddy Weekend, and quite a good one too, plus 10% XP for every member of your party other than you. So, for example, with the full party group here, you'll get plus 50% VIP, or plus 50% XP, just regular XP. And for a raid group, it's plus 5% per raid member. So if you have a full raid party, you can get up to plus 55% XP. So good time to be inviting your friends in, running with the guild, what have you. Good time to do that. Let's see. Technical 13 asks about Big B's guiding hands. Any plans for a, quote, lasting hand that stays permanently until the instance is reset or it is dispelled? I'm pretty sure that's how it actually works. When you're in a quest here or whatever, if you pop it, it lasts until you get out of the quest. I've never actually tried to cast a dispel magic on it. I don't know why you'd want to do that. Is it? Alright, Tolero says it's probably immune to dispel magic, and that would make sense. Well, I would have to double check to see about the expiration on it, but my understanding is it lasts for an instance. You know, as long as you've got that instance there, you're good. Do you know, it doesn't have an hour timer, does it? Okay. 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 Yeah, so the X on the map lingers for at least an hour, and it may be that, yes, you know, it otherwise just dispels after about an hour. But for the most part, it's a non-issue, because how often are you longer than an hour in a dungeon? But theoretically, yes. Uh-oh. We should actually turn around and go the other way. Alright, not in a dungeon most of the time, I suppose, although there are a few that take much longer than an hour, like Temple if you're flower sniffing. But it's longer, it's a pretty long time. I think we haven't really heard too much of a call for that. But I suppose we could. My suspicion is it may be just a way to help ensure that it doesn't accidentally stick around too long or something like that. Oh! Wow. Dang. Ouch. Yeah, you got the mustache thing going on. I don't know. You know, I'm not the best mustache grower in the world. I freely admit that. It's not my strong suit, but... But nonetheless, you know. Not too bad, though, for a month for me, anyway. But I'm doing it for a good cause, right? I mean, since when do I really care too much about, you know, that kind of thing? Eats good. Oh, Samus was talking about being a wolf, not my man face. By the way, nice to see you in the chat, Samus. I heard you were streaming a little bit earlier. And of course, you usually stream on Fridays. You do the cocktail hour at 1 o'clock Eastern. Just put a little plug out there for that. And that's on twitch.tv/Samusgarobo. I think our Magic players, if you're into Magic the Gathering, you do some of that as well. I don't seem to be lagging out on my end here. I don't know if your experience is different than that. Perhaps it's just a live stream thing. Might want to check your settings. You could lower it down a little bit if you need to. Any hints on Black Friday? Well, I can tell you one big hint is that we're working to get those sales out today. So if all goes, you should, by the end of the afternoon here, be able to take a look yourself at all these sales. So it's pretty cool. Let's see, what am I doing here? We should probably get to where we need to be. Well, at least I'm by a shrine. There we go. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should... What can I say? Can I say the Black Friday stuff on the live stream? What do you think? Probably should wait, huh?
Yeah, why not?
Alright, alright. Yeah, so we are going to have a deep discount on, say, the Shadowfell Conspiracy and Menace of the Underdark and starter bundles on the DDO market. That's something you're going to want to check into. Like I say, ddo.com/store is the place where you can go to find out all of our sales. Should be looking pretty good. Oh yeah, we're also doing half off all the Iconics, so that's a pretty good one there too. Yep. What was that? Oh yeah, Autos Box 2, back with a bonus. Oh yeah, that's right. We're doing the... Yeah, right. Okay, and on top of that, it's going to have some astral shards built into it. You know, when you do pick up the... Okay, yeah, so like the first purchase of the Autos Box will get you 30 extra astral shards. As well, we do have double bonus points kicking off. Like I say, you'll find all that information on ddo.com/store. A little bit later this afternoon, we're looking to kick this stuff off. So. Alright, maybe we should get back on track here, huh? Update 29, build 2 on Lamania, basically question mark when? The answer to that is soon. We're probably going to get it out around, starting next week. Gosh, darn it. Man, my guy is just too squishy. Under settings, cogwheel, let's see, what am I doing? The bundle availability in the DDO store is going to happen in the next DDO store sort of update, software update, and we don't have any ETA to announce on that at this time. DDO Legend asks, can we get a glimpse of new loot gen and new green steel on forums as Lamania is not up this week? I don't think we're quite ready, sorry, to get that information to you, but it'll be coming very soon as well. Also, yeah, Gary782 streaming on Thursdays on DDO stream. Yep, that's true. Looking good there. Yeah, I totally just want Splat.
I forget which way the shrine was.
It's up north.
Okay, there it is.
Alright. Let me try to figure out where I can get back on track here. I don't know. Chime in, Gary. What time on Thursdays do you do? Samus Garobo says, what does TAR 1 mean? I don't know. I don't know what you're asking. And Aximandro says, Fighter Pass, quote, pushed to next year? Well, yes and no. I mean, I wouldn't say pushed, because I don't think it was ever really planned for this year. But to the extent that it is happening next year, the answer is correct. Oh yeah, there we go. Twitch doesn't like your VPN, huh? I'm not sure. So anyway, yes, the Fighter Pass is set for 2016. I don't know that did we ever mention that we were expecting that to be 2015? I'm not sure we have. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I'm just going to take a kick here. Totally went the wrong way to start. That's okay. But I think Severlin did explain pretty well what's going on there. Do I have Featherfall on? Nope. Let's see. Pumpkin heads. Yeah, my guy's kind of squishy, what can I say? Not really prepared for this, but that's okay. Yeah, see, I don't recall ever really saying that we were going to do the fighter in update 29 either, but sorry if you got that impression, I guess. I don't think I actually have Featherfall. Yeah, I don't actually have Featherfall. Nice. And that's why you don't jump with the pit without Featherfall. Yes, good mention on Cannith crafting. We have been forced to delay Cannith crafting just due to get things out this year. So a Cannith crafting is being done, targeted for most likely before update 30. Probably set it for a patch, that's the current thinking on it. Some people have asked whether or not I'm going to be streaming on Friday. Jesus, this guy's just not ready to do this, what can I say? Anyway, hit me up with some questions if you want, since I'm real soul-stoned for a while, I think, in this quest. Just let me know what you guys want me to talk about. Should have done the pit? No. Not in my opinion. I am not a fan of the pit. I despise the pit. But that's just me. I really enjoyed it when I was back on Sarlona and Xylosant ran the pit all the time because I could just sort of go in there, sit at the entrance, let them complete it on the league, and never have to run it that life. Yep. Gary782, yeah. Muscan Argo, by the way, is who Gary782 is. And yeah, if you would like to be on the stream team here, I think you would be a great fit. So just get in touch with me, PM me through Twitter or get in touch with me through the forums, however you want to do it. And what I'll do is I'll get you a key so that you can stream on the live stream here at a time that works best for you, and we'll work out that specific time based on whatever works best. Titan says, when did we do that Q&A stream with the public event on the stream? Have to be a little bit more specific, I'm sorry. I'm not sure what you're talking about. We do Q&A every stream. I'm always up for answering your questions. We could get lost in the restless isles, that's true.
This magical barrier glows sickeningly. It seems impenetrable, though in the center there's a small indentation in the shape of a key. A belligerent cleric stands atop a stone altar in the center of this chamber. 4 massive earth elementals patrol.
Get out your clubs. Temple of Elemental Evil supports lots of clubbing.
Temple key begins to quiver and shake.
Will characters be wiped for the next Lamania build? I addressed that, I believe, was it on Friday or whatever, but I'd be happy to talk about it again. We do not have plans. We typically try to do 1 wipe per update of Lamania, and have that wipe take place at the first update of Lamania. If we have a particularly compelling reason why we should update, say, before, or do another wipe during the process, then that's something we could do. But typically, since people like to bring over their characters and re-gear and all that sort of thing, it's kind of a pain to do sometimes. Just doesn't really make sense to do another character wipe, unless there's a specific reason to do so.
That this is, or was, air.
Do you guys know where you're going? We're getting back to the, basically go down the gate, go into the second level. Okay. Psychosis Patient says, is there a level increase due soon? Yes. We are going up to level 30. You can find some information about that on both the Lamania forums and the regular DDO.com forums. If you want to find a link to it, I did post a link up on Facebook at some point here relatively recently. Can't remember exactly when. But you should be able to find information to that. Look for the official discussions thread on the DDO forums. We've got plenty of info about that. And in terms of when, it'll be update 30, our next update, or update 29. We'll be going to level 30. Seth was right. And that should be by the end of the year here.
The air in this room is almost incomparably cool.
Edward T.S., are there any new adventure areas planned? I saw the It Came from the Desert has been shifted back. Yeah, the It Came from the Desert thing really should never have shown up on the quest list there. But that was, I think, technically some kind of stubbing for what an Anarok, which, you know, we decided not to do. Should probably get rid of that. I don't know that we have any new wilderness areas planned anytime soon. We talked about that not too long ago, that given a choice between a wilderness area and, say, a new quest or two, we've tended to opt for the new quest or two. It's not to say we couldn't do it if there's a lot of demand for it, but I don't know that we have necessarily seen that demand. What do you think? But I would say it's definitely possible that we would have one in the future here. I just don't know, I don't know of any immediate plans to do it. Because we're not gonna, I don't think we're gonna have any for update 30. I don't think we're gonna have any for 31. So I don't know. Am I in charge of Facebook? Well, I'm in charge of the DDO portion of it, at least. It would be nice were I in charge of the whole thing. I'd probably have a much more financially successful Christmas. But yes, I do run the DDO Facebook feed, and the Twitter feed, and YouTube, and all the social media there. Yeah, we have a lot planned. Someone says our 10th anniversary is going to be the biggest event ever. It's going to be a big one. We've got a lot planned for it. Hopefully we are able to do everything we want to do there, because we've got a lot planned. Should be a lot of fun. I don't suppose anyone has resist cold. Civic Spoon says, I have considered basically doing a life where it's only wilderness areas. Yes, you can. He asked basically, does that work? And the answer is yes, totally works. There is a project actually on the forums, which you should be able to find in, I think, Guides and Discussions, where someone looks at the XP required, and yeah, it's absolutely doable to basically just level up using only wilderness areas. What server am I on today? Today I'm on Cannith. Kmetka says it would be cool to have an open world aspect explorer area that had quests which lived inside of the explorer area, just to see if it would work. That would require some new technology. I mean, in some ways that's kind of what we're replicating with the rares, you know? What server for the anniversary? Oh, anything we do for the anniversary is going to be on every server. Yeah, we're not doing a specific server thing for the anniversary. I've actually been thinking most likely on, you know, at some time around or on the anniversary, I'm just going to have a massive live stream, like all day long live stream. And I've been thinking either I'm going to do one server and just spend all day like leveling up that one server, or I might instead switch servers. Probably switch servers. So that'd be all of them. Yeah, Technical 13 regards to an answer Severlin gave about monsters raising other monsters. We had thought of that, although technically the well, I guess the Drow necromancers do technically raise them in the form of undead. I mean, it's not that we don't like wilderness areas. It's just, like I said, it just typically do we do one wilderness area or a couple of dungeons, and we've tended to side toward the couple of dungeons. Same as Scarobo says, I think the questions are too serious. What do I think about the pie caken? Tasty treat or too much sweetness? The pie caken basically being a pie inside of a cake, and that looks pretty disgusting to me. But I mean, I do definitely have a sweet tooth, don't get me wrong. But I am neither a huge fan of pie nor cake. I don't have a problem with either. I just am not a huge fan of either. So the pie caken doesn't sound very good to me. I would rather have a slice of pie and a slice of cake. Is there some reason the fire temple stopped giving mushrooms in that chest? None that I am specifically aware of. It may be that it was to address an exploit, perhaps? Or not an exploit, but just a way for people to farm it? Where did everyone go? Ah, there we go. Good call. Yeah, I don't know about that chest in particular. Like I said, if it was possible to just only run to the chest, deposit a little bit of plat, and only get rewards, maybe it's a farming thing. But I don't actually recall anyone saying anything about specifically taking it out of that chest. Yeah, DDO Wiki celebrating their 10th anniversary this December, which is actually kind of funny. They're celebrating their anniversary before DDO is. But that's because the DDO Wiki's been around since... Yeah, be careful how you say that one. The DDO Wiki's been around since Alpha. Yeah, I don't know then. I don't know. Are you sure it's they've been removed from there? I'd say that's news to me. I don't know.
A man in air temple robes stands.
Pre-alpha, actually. Interesting. The first edits to the wiki were for a teaser for the game. That's cool. I did not know that. Very neat. Yeah, we're going to be doing something to help support you guys in that 10th anniversary effort. Do some giveaways or, whatever works for you. So if it only had mushrooms on Lamania, then I don't know. It may have been an accident that they were there to begin with. It may have been a design decision that changed. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I'd have to ask Sealstar.
The air temple key sits behind the air temple.
Oh, I think I went to different wiki, guys. Hop off.
We're going to get the Era Elemental key here. So the DDO wiki is older than DDO. Technically true, because we're marking it by the time the game was released out of
I see
beta.
where you are now.
Yep.
I just couldn't see.
Sev says, Banshee Kate mentions, the loot gen system, meaning the system that created items that are randomly generated in chests, is being overhauled for Update 29. Any more information on that? Soon. Very soon. I believe it's going to be in for the next Lamania build. So you'll find out a lot more about it pretty soon. But I've talked in a general way about it on, I believe, the Ask the Devs and some of the other things. In general, what we're going to see is a better scaling of effects over time. Things are going to be... Where are you guys going? I usually go back this way and head down. So it's going to scale. We're going to sort of have more consistency in general increase of power. We're not nerfing anything. We're basically... It's going to have more to do with potential rather than just sort of, I don't know, I guess it does this. It's going to make a lot more sense. That's the general goal. Oops. But we'll have more information about that, like I say, probably, maybe even as soon as next week. Assuming all goes well, I believe we're currently going to be taking tonight's build, and then when people come back from the Thanksgiving holiday break, we're going to, have that build checked out, and if everything goes well, that's going to be the one that'll be used for our next Lamania update. So somewhere around, I would say, middle of next week is our earlier time frame for Lamania, end of next week for maybe a later time frame. Something like that. Depends how things check out. Are we going to be changing the loot gen tables, or is it just for chests? No, this is for the items. The way that item properties scale. Like, you know, you look at an item, right? Like, for example, let me show you. I got some arrows here. It's got a +1 for its enchantment bonus, +5 for its enchantment bonus. That sort of is used to determine the power of the item and what kind of things it can have on it, etc., etc. And that's what's being overhauled. We are, I believe, actually going to be making some cool things having to do with sort of loot boosts and chests and that too, but I'll wait till we're ready to present it to you. I don't know what all is going to be in the next Lamani update. Like I said, we need to check out and see what actually shows up on the next Lamani update before we tell you. But there's a chance of it. Pretty good chance, I think we'll have some questing available in the next Lamani update. Mesrum wants a DDO app, cell phone app. Yeah, that'd be cool. No plans to do it, unfortunately. Don't forget my gold roll? Yeah, good point, I should do that. Alright, so does everyone kind of know what to do here? What I usually do, drag the Earth Elemental into, outside of his square, charm him. Then I usually take care of the Air Elemental next by dragging him into the opposite square. Then by that point we just sort of take out whatever's left. PJ Bonyai asks, will every type of alchemically eldritch Cannith-themed crafting be fully compatible? For example, could an item crafted in the Cannith crafting hall be alchemically bound and attuned by the Stone of Change and then upgraded in the Cannith manufactory? Or could an alchemical weapon be used in the crafting hall? No. Well, I mean, the answer is no. We typically have Cannith crafting separate from, say, the raid loot, and the alchemical crafting system is an older loot system related to the Lord of Blades raid and Master Artificer. And I don't know that we have any plans to have that interact with the Cannith crafting system nor the Stone of Change. Fuik Pony says, wondered if I know about the missing trap station in the Trapsmith's workshop. That's an airship amenity that has got a problem. Yes, I'm aware of it. I have bugged it. I have bugged QA about it. Hopefully that is something we can get fixed sooner rather than later. Fook Pony says, who do I talk to about missing 1 million plat from an auction house transaction? I'm not sure why you'd be missing that much plat. That's quite a bit. But who you would talk to would be customer service in-game. Go. Alright, Aerolina next. Reese's Reese's Pieces. Love the spelling. Any question when the Black Friday Cyber Monday sales will go up? Our current target is to get them up later this afternoon. We're currently working on that as we speak. Takes several hours. So my guess is late afternoon Eastern time. Carpentry says, anybody notice that the goggles up seems to be bugged? After the epic reincarnation I just did, my goggles are not appearing in the up position. No, as a matter of fact, I've got most of my characters have goggles in the up position. So I don't know what might be specifically wrong there. Perhaps we can take a look in a second here. Of course, I don't actually have any goggles on this character because, like I say, I'm a quick-rolled noob. Guess I would need to get some goggles first. Alright, cool. Alright, thanks for joining me here. I'm going to wrap this up in just a couple of minutes. I will get you guys a turbine point code in the in-game mail system a little bit later on today. Yeah, no problem, Reese's Pieces. But yeah, it's the sales are being worked on as we speak, although they might be coming back from lunch at the exact minute here. But it's being worked on this afternoon. Usually they're live by late afternoon, Eastern Time. Any plans to update the Epic Autos box with an increase in experience if the level cap is to be raised in Epic? We've had discussions about that, but nothing has been decided that we can announce at this time. But you're still getting as much XP as you ever have with the Autos box. Epic Autos. All right, last call for questions here. Like I say, I may be streaming on Friday. Otherwise, I'd be doing it from home if I do. Kind of depends what I got going on Friday. If I'm not doing too much, then I was thinking that I would. But we'll see. All right, thanks everyone. Thank you very much for watching the weekly Wednesday at lunchtime live stream. 4 o'clock Eastern today, I believe. DDO As She Is Played is going to be live. I am also going to be getting all of our archived video up on YouTube and Twitch. Twitch.tv/DDO Stream is the URL to find our complete schedule. You can also find our archived videos on youtube.com/Dungeons and Dragons, one long word, no ampersand. Thanks again for all of you folks who have donated to me this fine Movember campaign. If you want to go to the DDO forums, you can find some incentives and such I'm giving away for donations as low as $5. The URL for that is mobro.co/Jerry Snook. Let's see. Keep an eye on our social media this weekend. Like I say, we're going to be talking about all the sales and announcements and that later today. And we'll be back next week with a new update on Lamania, most likely, and a bunch more information for you as well. So, hope you're going to have a great Thanksgiving weekend if you're in the United States celebrating. If you're not celebrating Thanksgiving or you're outside of the United States, hope you have a great week and weekend as well. Don't forget about our buddy bonus, plus 10% XP for every additional party member in your party, plus 5% XP for every raid member other than yourself, so you can get a total of plus 50 or plus 55% XP for a party or raid. Also VIP, plus 5% weekend. And stay tuned for lots of cool Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and weekend deals, including double bonus points, 85% off Menace of the Underdark, Shadowfell Conspiracy, and our starter packs. We have half off all iconic races and a whole bunch more epic and heroic autos boxes, and that is with double bonus points. So there you go. Have fun, everyone, and we'll see you again soon.